Welcome back. The next story is about the American flag that's lit up atop Beasley Hill overlooking Ephrata and how that flag came to be. Reporter Jeff Chu has more.
For more than 50 years, it has stood atop Beasley Hill, a glowing red, white, and blue icon of patriotism overlooking Ephrata. Today, the American flag of some 300 colored light bulbs is a bit tattered by stormy weather. But as long as the Beasley Hills Community Flag Alliance is around, Old Glory will always remain and be maintained. Those who look up to the 40-foot-tall flag in the distance can thank Ephrata residents such as Bill Robinson, who helped erect it in 1959. Robinson at the time was president of the Ephrata Junior Chamber of Commerce, also known as the JCs. Today, Robinson is a 92-year-old World War II veteran. He explained what the flag means to him.
It's America. That's all we got. That's what we all stand for.
Robinson said the idea for the flag on the hill came up during a JC's meeting in the late 1950s.
We were always looking for projects. Somebody in the crowd brought it up, and we went from there.
Robinson, volunteers, and linemen with the Grant County Public Utility District placed power poles and strung the wiring for the light bulbs. The bulbs were dipped in colored paint to match the U.S. flag's colors. Building the flag required a lot of driving up and down the hill to look at it from a distance to make sure it looked like Old Glory.
We didn't have any radio, any communications back down the hill and over on Ephrata. Over, back down the hill and back up the hill. Back down, back up. Sometimes we'd be working up there till midnight.
For years, the flag was switched on by someone who drove up the hill in the evening and turned it off in the morning. Today, it has an automatic timer as an on-off switch. During Christmas time, the flag is designed to switch on a Star of Bethlehem. During Easter, a cross lights up. Jane Montani, a leader with American Legion Unit 28 Ladies Auxiliary in Ephrata, is the Beasley Hills Community Flag Alliance secretary. She said aging American Legion members are looking to the younger generation to keep the flag operating in the future. To volunteer, Montani can be reached at 509-754-4889. She and her husband Mike, both active with the Ephrata American Legion, bought their home in Ephrata because it had a view of the flag. She commends those who keep the flag operating in all kinds of weather.
Most of the time, our volunteers are really very, very courageous and get up there no matter what. We did have somebody a few years ago that put on snowshoes to go up and check on a couple of things.
Bill Robinson, who has seen the flag light up for more than 5 decades, said he believes the younger generation of veterans should help keep the flag glowing.
I think that's an obligation that they have to. That's a pretty precious piece of material, that flag.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
And rounding out this week's news coverage is a story about the Moses Lake Museum and Art Center holiday show that without the help of local businesses would have been canceled this year. Reporter Cameron Probert has the story.
A group of organizations and businesses are helping to bring the holidays back to Moses Lake's Museum and Art Center. The City Council initially cut the budget for the holiday show as a way to deal with the financial problems facing the city. Freya Liggett, the museum's manager, said a group of organizations, businesses, and community members offered to help the museum continue the show.
Well, we've had some wonderful folks from the Moses Lake Business Association, Tacos El Rey, El Primo, and the Lioness Club, among, a couple others. We have Theodore and the Meteors. A lot of people have stepped forward to help us out with food, music, donations for the silent auction.
She said this year's event will be smaller than previous years, but the community group's contributions will allow the museum to hold an event.
We'll have several of the events that we've had in the past. Santa will be here for a visit. We'll have live music, food. So it's really just kind of the holiday show, but a little kinder, a little gentler. It'll be a little smaller event this year.
The event starts at 5 p.m. on November 21st at the museum. For iFIBER 1 News, this is Cameron Probert reporting.
That wraps up our weekend edition. iFIBER 1 News will be back on Monday at 5 p.m. with the latest news from around the Columbia Basin. Thank you for watching.